to my channel. So today I have a mega makeup revolution haul. I know a lot of my videos have just been makeup revolution or like new releases and stuff, but it's honestly just because it's all kind of just failed like that. I do apologise. Also, please just excuse this hair. It hasn't been styled yet and it's just freshly washed, so it's been all wavy and curly. This haul is going to have a bunch of sort of brand new stuff that's just released and stuff that's old that I just wanted to pick up in the sale. Makeup Revolution actually did have a sale on where they were doing like up to 70% off some stuff, so it was an absolutely epic sale. If you guys didn't catch it, then you definitely have to catch the next one because it was incredible. Like, this hair is just driving me mental. Also, if you are wondering about this makeup, I have actually used one of the new palettes that I'm about to show you guys, and I have actually done a little sort of makeup tutorial as well so that you guys can see how I created this, but there will be a video based on the palette that I used, just simply with this makeup look in it. So in case you are wondering, have I done a tutorial on this? Yes. The video will be up very soon. I'm just going to quickly try and get through this as quickly as I possibly can because, believe it or not, my camera battery has just started flashing. It's honestly been one of these days, guys. It's been insane. I've had no internet for about a week because my line kept on dropping and it was just horrendous. I'm trying to get as much filmed and as much done as I possibly can for you guys, especially when it comes to new releases, because you guys are always review this, review that, and I'm just like trying to get on top of all as quickly and as the best that I possibly can. So first off, I'm just going to start off with the stuff that is brand new because you guys are going to be so excited about these new releases because they are insane. I spent quite a fair bit on Makeup Revolution in the past week or so I think I'm going to have to like put myself on a little ban for a little while. First thing that I'm talking about are the brand new Revolution chocolate bars. This is the Macaroons chocolate bar. It just looks like this. It is so beautiful. On the back it does show you the colours. I'm just going to quickly show you guys the colours, and yes, this is the palette that I will be showing you guys this makeup look with because I did actually create this using this palette. This is what it looks like and this is what the inside looks like. This palette is absolutely beautiful. I really just wanted this because of the beautiful stunning blue and green shades. It's just absolutely incredible. I'll actually have everything linked in the description bar. If I've not got it up straight away, I will be updating the description anyway with the prices and the links to all these products. So if you do fancy it, then check out the description box. They also released another palette called the Lemon Drizzle palette, and it looks like this. This palette again just has some really nice unique shades. Yeah, it was just, I had to get them, honestly. I'm such a sucker when it comes to these new chocolate bars. Just look at the shades in that. These orange tones and the yellow tones are so in. Next we have the new Revolution Galactic palette. Now this palette is super shiny, so sorry if there is a bit of a glare. This palette again is a little bit different. It's got that nice silver shiny chocolate drip. Actually has some marble effect shades. The marble effect on these is absolutely stunning, but I did actually swatch some of them and the marble effect does go away, but it turns into a really beautiful shimmer shade. So yeah, that palette has just been released. The last palette that's just been released is the Revolution Cotton Candy palette. Just look at this, it's absolutely adorable. I couldn't not get them. That pink drip, beautiful. This one is a little bit more lighter, but it's still really nice. Now I am going to try my very best to get reviews up of each of these palettes, so just stay tuned for that. There was actually some other new releases, and it was actually these triple baked highlighters. Now I actually loved the heart shaped ones that they come out with, but they are one of these items where you're not going to go for it all the time, and I found myself not really gravitating to them all the time, or like I wanted like a really foily looked eye, but these were just to die for. So the first one that I picked up was Champagne and Diamonds, and I'll show you that one just now. It just looks like this. Sorry if you guys are getting a really bad glare, but it's a little sort of diamond shaped. It's so cute. And that's what it looks like inside. Just check out the pigmentation on these guys, like that is insane. Like, Like, that gold shade is absolutely stunning. Probably wouldn't wear it as much as a highlighter unless I was doing like some crazy gold look, Halloween or something, but I would definitely use it for like eyeshadow and stuff. I also picked up another one in shade Princess Cut, and this is what this one looks like. This has got more of a sort of lilac tone to it. Again, super, super pigmented, like just insane how pigmented they are, like it's unreal. So that is all the stuff for the more newer releases. Now for the stuff that I purchased in the sale. This is pretty older stuff or stuff that's been out for a while. I basically picked all this stuff up just because I hadn't picked it up when it first released, or because it's now down in price and I'm a sucker for a good sale. So the first two things I picked up was the Revolution Ultimate Brush and Light and Contour Palette of 2018. This is absolutely incredible. Now, I'd seen this quite a few times. I'd definitely seen it around about Christmas time when it was retailing for about, I think it was about £15 or something like that, £15–20. Honestly, I just didn't pick it up because I just said, that's too many blushers, too many contours, I'm not really wanting something that size. But it was actually, I think it was down to like a £5 or something, and I just couldn't pass it up. So yeah, I had to get this because it's just insane. There's so many colours. There's 32 different shades of highlights, blushes and contours in here. Like, that is just insane. The next thing I picked up was the Revolution brush set. This is the Ultimate Nudes of 2018. I know we are going to be going into 2019 soon, and I can't wait to see what they bring out then. But this is another purchase where I think I've seen it up to about £30 or something, about £30 or £20, can't quite remember. I actually think it could have been as high as 50 at one point, and it was down to like, I can't even remember, like it was down to like under £10 anyway, and I just had to pick it up. Always wanted it, but I kind of grudged paying the price for it, and that's why I wait until there's a good sale and then I pick it up then. Then I picked up the Brow Revolution, which is just these little, it's like the fibre gel, brow gel sort of things that stays on your eyebrows so you peel it off. I picked up one of them in the shade Dark Brunette. I think you just apply this to the brows, and then you wipe it off and it like leaves the brow colour on your eyebrows. Yes, I thought I would try that. Like, everything here has got to be under like £10. Next I picked up the Revolution Pro lipstick in shade Vindictator, I can't even say that. And it just looks like this. It's a beautiful, beautiful dark brown sort of shade. I love these shades for autumn. Wow, that is super, super creamy. There's that shade there. Picked up another lipstick by the Revolution Pro range. This one is called, is it Heroin? This is like a pink shade. And there's that shade there. That is more my type of shade just now, but I do like a nice dark nude in the winter. Next I picked up this Revolution Pro stippling brush. Again, I think this was down to like £2 and it just looks like that. The next thing that I picked up was the Revolution Ghost Sculpt Powder, which just looks like this. This is going to come in handy for Halloween looks and stuff. I'm actually trying to really plan ahead just now, so I've got a little series possibly going up. And you guys will know about that once I make the final decisions on it, but I do want to do sort of run up to Halloween, and this is going to come in handy. Next I got this Makeup Obsession eyebrow pomade. Now it's just got two shades. I believe this one is in medium brown. I just like this light shade here because it's really good for my eyebrows just now while I've got light hair. Next I picked up, this is more of a sort of newer release, but this was actually one of the glitter, this was actually one of Revolution's new glitters. This is in the shade Retrospect, and it's like a pink, it's kind of holographic. Don't know how well you guys can see that, but it is like a really holographic kind of pink, green, blue, purple. There's a kind of mix of shades in there, so I'm going to try their glitters. Next I picked up the Revolution Dual Face Sculpt. This again has been out a while, but it is an absolute bargain. It's something like £2. I had to pick it up. This thing is huge also, it's like the whole size of my hand. The next thing I picked up was one of the I Heart Revolution Fixing Sprays. This one is in the scent vanilla and coconut, and it just looks like this. Honestly, this does not smell of vanilla and coconut. I think it just smells like their Freedom face spray, but Still good, still like it. The next thing that I picked up was the Revolution Give Them Darkness palette. Now this is going to be a palette that I probably am going to use around about Halloween time again. It's pretty dark, it's pretty grungy. Yeah, a lot of really dark colours, a lot of blues, a lot of greens, and really, really dark colours, so that will definitely come in handy Halloween time. That's also why I like to pick up some stuff in the sale, because I like to kind of get the stuff that I haven't had before and just use them for Halloween and stuff. The next palette that I picked up is an oldie but a goodie. It is the Revolution Eyes Like Angels palette. Now, it just looks like this. That palette has some absolutely stunning, stunning shades in it, and I can't wait to experiment a little bit with that. The last few things I picked up was the Revolution Complexion Expert Dual Blender. It just looks like this. It's got a hard sponge and a soft sponge, and I really, really like that one. And the next two things are actually like the bath bombs. This one is the Mermaid Splash bath bomb. My daughter did actually use one of these in the bath and she absolutely loved it. Like, she went crazy over it. It smelled amazing. The whole house smelled really, really nice after it. And she had so much fun in the bath. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be stocking up on these because Ava absolutely loves them. She did actually pick the pink rotating bath fizzer, if that's what you call it, the pink one, the pink star. She picked this, and it does actually have sort of multicolours in it. So we're going to try this out in the bath, and she's so, so excited. Got to tell you, I did also purchase the Sof body spray, and this one is in vanilla and creme brulee. Honestly, this is not my favourite scent. If you are like a very sweet cakey sort of person, this is like, this would be for you. But honestly, I like this kind of scent in candles. I don't like it in like a body mist. I wasn't a big fan of this. The scent is quite sickly, so I'm basically just using this as a room spray because it still smells nice. I just don't like it as a body spray, but I don't know, I might like the other ones. I haven't really tried them yet. So I think that is all for this little haul. Hope you guys enjoyed this. There is going to be a lot more sort of makeup looks coming up. You guys are loving these full face makeup looks, and I do have a bunch of new palettes to play about with, so I'll definitely be coming up with some brand new looks. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and all that usual jazz, and I shall see you guys in my next video.